Hello, everyone. I am Anurag Bana, Senior Legal Advisor with the Legal Policy and Research Unit based at the International Bar Association's head office in London. Today, I'm going to speak to you about the International Bar Association's International Principles on Social Media Conduct for the Legal Profession, popularly called as the IBA Social Media Principles. Now, the IBA social media principles were approved and adopted by the IBA Council unanimously in the year 2014. These are a set of 6 guidance principles that encourages bar councils, bar associations, law societies around the world to take affirmative steps to promote social media conduct within the legal profession in accordance with the relevant rules of professional responsibility and considerations of civility. The core of these principles focus on the responsibility to apply the same high standards of conduct with which lawyers are familiar to online activity by acting professionally to maintain public confidence in legal practitioners. Now, coming to principle number 1, independence. Professional independence is integral to legal practice. Social media creates a context in which lawyers may form visible links with their clients, with other lawyers, and even with judges. So before entering into any online connection or relationship, lawyers should reflect upon the professional implications of being linked publicly. Comments and content that is posted online should project the same professional independence and the appearance of independence that is required in practice. Now, coming to principle number 2, which is integrity. Legal professionals are expected to maintain the highest standards of integrity in all dealings, including those conducted online on social media. Professional standing and reputation is a key factor in the legal profession. Now, online activity can be a bit hard to control because to subsequently repair the harm in a legal professional's reputation can be very challenging once the damage is already done. So, comments or content that are unprofessional or unethical could damage public confidence even if they were originally posted in a private context. Now, coming to principle number 3, responsibility. Responsibility to understand use. It is essential for every lawyer to fully understand the implications of the use of social media. And when I say responsibility to understand the use means to assess privacy settings, to clarify use. Lawyers could assume liability to unknown third parties and or engage in any unauthorized practice of law, especially in jurisdictions where the lawyer is not licensed to practice. So it is very important for lawyers to clarify their capacity and whether the content that is being intended or being posted is being relied upon for professional advice. Be aware of any risk of professional misconduct. It is also very important to note that under responsibility, you should make sure that you are using social media appropriately. What was intended to be humorous or frivolous may be received as a serious declaration. So consider the context, the potential audience, and whether the comment is clear and unambiguous. Any inappropriate use can lead to exposure to discrimination, harassment, and can also expose you to claims for defamation. So be very aware of that. Also be aware of any kind of conflict of interest. Lawyers must be sensitive to postings and the use of social media that may reveal a position that is contrary uh, to be taken by their clients and may negatively impact on any particular matters. So be very aware of that kind of responsibility also. Now, coming to principle number 4, confidentiality. It is important that lawyers are trusted with private and confidential information, which forms the core of the lawyer client fiduciary relationship. Social media platforms are technically not appropriate for dealing with any kind of client data or any kind of other confidential information unless they are fully satisfied uh, that it can protect such data in accordance with the professional and ethical and even legal obligations. So, lawyers should be very aware of the fact that there is the attorney client confidentiality, which forms the core of this fiduciary relationship between the lawyer and the client. Coming to principle number 5, which is concerning maintaining public confidence. A lawyer's life and activities may be exposed more widely to public gaze, which may have the effect of highlighting the key characteristics of the lawyer. So be very aware of the fact that the legal profession itself is such where the clients are entrusting their affairs and their data to you. So restraint should be exercised as long as the online conduct adheres to the same standards as it would offline. Coming to principle number 6, policy. It is very essential to have a social media policy in place. Whether you're a solo practitioner or a small law firm or a big law firm, it is very essential to develop clear and coherent social media policy. These policies and even guidelines that you would develop for your firm or for yourself could be incorporated in the letters of employment or any kind of induction training for your staff. So it is very important to have an effective social media policy that can ensure that the law firm or yourself project a very considered and a consistent image online. Now, these are the 6 principles that I have just narrated to you, the 6 IBA international principles on the use of social media conduct for the legal profession. You imbibe these principles, embrace these principles, and you will certainly have a very positive impact on your legal practice and in your legal work. If you have any queries, any questions, just feel free to contact me. My details are available on the IBA website, but I can give you my email address here. It is anurag.bana at int-bar.org. Alternatively, you can also email me at anurag.bana@gmail.com. I'm also available on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @Anurag Bana. It's ANURAG. Bana is BANA. And also available on LinkedIn. So please feel free to reach out to me if you have any queries or any questions regarding the use of social media or regarding the IBA social media principles. Now, to end, well, before ending, I would say that I would like to quote a very well-known judge of the United States Supreme Court, who was also a jurist, a U.S. Supreme Court jurist. And this was about 100 years ago when he wrote the book, which was called as the Nature of the Judicial Process, where he very interestingly said that it is not about making rules for the passing hour. It is not about making rules for the passing hour. It is about setting principles for an expanding future. Thank you very much.